All right. Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans. It is Gruggly Puff here, hanging out with Magius on a great Thursday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time, doing some Final Fantasy Randomizer awesome race stuff, right? It's our weekly race. It's the last weekly race we will be doing before the Fall League starts up, and then, of course, Fall League things happen. So this is kind of our last, exhibition race, as you would say. We've got Caleb here, we got Demon Frog, we got Carito, we got Burt Reynolds, and then of course hanging out in the booth with me, we got Magius. How you doing today?
Holding up. We also have Danny on tracking, and do you want to explain the flag set? Because I think our fans will enjoy hearing this one.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and go over this thing super duper quick here. This is basically kind of our road to SG Live. So SG Live is a thing that's happening at the beginning of November. It is a live event hosted by Speed Gaming Live. It's a big tournament, cash prize. These particular flags are kind of crazy. We got Blurst gear, -3 to +6. We've got a incentive katana. We have incentive white shirt. Pretty much all locations are incentivized except for Marsh Locked, Marsh Cave, and Sea Shrine. So that leaves us with 2 duds. And then lastly, we have Northern Docks turned off. So there is no early sea and there is no early sky plays that are going to be happening until you can at least get into the air or get the canoe. We have separate enemy and boss scaling for HP and stats. So stats for bosses is going to be 50 to 200%, but their HP is going to be clamped 100 to 150%, and then it'll be vice versa for enemies. Enemies will have clamped stats from 100 to 150%, but their HP will be 50 to 200%. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get this thing going. They are in Canaria. They are making the moves. Got a ruse. That's pretty good for their white mages and red mages. Got Nuke.
And Fire 3.
Yeah, so anybody that brought a bunch of red mages, black mages, is looking pretty good. Demon Frog's pretty happy with his double red mage, black mage party. Caleb's going to be pretty happy once his thief, does class change. And there's our blursing right there. What armor? It's the plus
slot. I just noticed what the top slot of Black Magic level 1 is. Lock 2.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, lock may come into play depending on where their stats end up. If they roll high on the stats, if they roll closer to that 200%, then you might see some lock action. It's kind of the reason why I did 50 to 200%, is so that those stats will still kind of potentially roll low, or at least the median would be vanilla.
It looks like they quickly decided to keep the party because it looked like before they started, they were debating about going in with a 4th party member. Hopefully that won't hinder them.
Yeah. So it looks like right now, everybody's going into Temple of Fiends. They're checking out chests. One of the other things that we decided to do with this particular flag set is, while we do have dud items, we have one loose item, in the sense that the canal is always going to be loose. So once they find the canal, then they're good to go. They don't have to worry about checking boxes as far as looking for loose key items is concerned. But the canal itself, they need to find first. So that's why they're checking all these TOF checks here, is to try to find that loose canal.
We got some fetch quests. We got some quests.
Yeah, a couple of fetch quests there with the TNT and the herb. So obviously these guys, we'll be able to turn those in and see what those lead to. We could potentially get the canoe early on, which could open up a lot more of the inner sea to try to find that canal. Heck, we could find the floater and the canoe right off the bat, and the canal won't even be necessary to find.
And looks like we've got Caleb making the quick check to Binky. So let's see what the pirates got for us tonight.
Yeah, he should make pretty short work of the pirates. We don't have buffed pirates turned on, so, he won't have to throw 8 nukes at these guys to take them down. 1 nuke should suffice. And Burt Reynolds is right behind him, gonna hit them with a bunch of nukes as well. I like these party differences here. So you've got Demon Frog with a relatively, I would say this is a pretty vanilla party here with the, fighter, double red, black. You've got Carito with the interesting white, double black nun. And then on Burt Reynolds and Caleb's side, you've got the thief lead. So they're looking for that katana that's incentivized.
interrupt you, Griggly, but I just saw Pro Rings +3 for
wow.
around like 5K.
Ooh, that's a big pickup there in Provoca. I assume Caleb will go back to his home city of Provoca to pick up quite a few of those if he doesn't end up finding those in boxes. Because you'll notice that we have pluses and minuses on gear. That just basically means that, well, if it rolls plus, then it's better than it was in vanilla. And if it rolls negative, then it's worse than it was in vanilla. Pretty simple.
Oh, and that White Magic shop is also stacked with Life and Expert and Fog too.
Yeah, so this is actually pretty good for knights. Specifically, these guys don't have to worry about finding the defense sword because Life is level 2. We got Ruse that is knight learnable. So these guys can, make less checks once they find that canal. They can bank on that knight having those Ruse charges, having those life charges, and being able to get through Topher that way.
I ask, do we have any scaling as far as EXP goes?
Yeah, this is it's 2.5% plus 180, and then it's 5 times per key item. So every key item they pick up, they're going to get 5% more experience. So, these fetch quests are actually kind of good early on because every single one they turn in, every single key item they get, they are going to get that much more experience, that extra 5%.
Just like that GameCube Caleb found from the Prince. Guess acting like a parent tonight and taking away his game system.
Yeah. So as of right now, based on what we're seeing here, we got TNT, we got Herb, we got Ruby, we got Cube. We've turned in the Herb already. The Herb turns into the GameCube, as you said. We got a white locked exit there, so that's going to be really good for Caleb, who brought the who is the only person on stream, I think, to have brought a white mage. So he's going to be able to get in and out of Marsh if Marsh is a required dive.
Also, I might add we have Temperate level 4 and Fast and Quad X level 3.
Yeah, so, this is great magic. And then we got a rod for sale here in Elfland. So, Elfland's got the goods. Ooh, copper +5. Now, normally in the game, copper bracelet, you're like, why would I pick that up? It only has 5 absorb. It's not very good. But you got that +5 modifier. Now, copper +5 is like really good gear. It has 15 absorb. It has 0 evade. It's it's actually really worth picking up right now, as Demon Frog does do the dwarf check, picks up nothing there. So at this point, we know 100% for certain that the canal is going to be loose in Marsh Cave.
There's the Oxyale. Also, I've noticed, at least from Toya and in Dwarfs, that we have seen at least 2 pieces of opal.
Yeah, so the opal gear is great. That opal helmet, -2, that's worth selling. That's vendor gear right there. May as well make some money, buy some magic, whatever you can do with these mage heavy parties. But yeah, Caleb getting the bad news here, checking Dwarf, realizing he is going to have to dive Marsh Cave. We've got Oxyale. You can't really do anything with Oxyale since northern docks are turned off. So yeah, Marsh Cave is the play to find that canal to get out of this inner sea.
Too true. Although we could find some actual fetch quests in there as well. Marsh normal incentivized location is an incentive location tonight, right? Along with Corneria.
Not incentivized.
I believe that's what you said.
Yep. Yeah. So Marsh is not incentivized. It's kind of the deal with these particular flags is that we didn't want to incentivize the Marsh because we knew the canal could potentially fall loose there. And it was just like, do you hit up Marsh Cave if you get the canoe early? And then go hit up like Ice Cave and Fire, or looking for that loose canal, or are you going to make the gamble and hit up Marsh trying to find that canal? Ooh, I just noticed a huge pickup on Corito's side. Scimitar +6. Again, Scimitar, not great. Has a 16 absorb, or 16 absorb, sorry. 12, a 12 attack power. But once you add that +6 modifier, it becomes like, it's pretty absurd. I think it's like 24, attack power, plus its crit goes up by like 3 times per modifier, so now it has a crit rate of like 28 or something ridiculous. So yeah, that Scimitar is actually going to be fantastic for that thief.
that fighter on that one. Plus also
Yep.
the red mages, because they can equip it, if I recall.
Yeah, I think the red mage can, not I think, I'm certain the red mage can equip the scimitar, but it's a great thief weapon.
It's great for basically, actually, I'd say the best person for that one is Bert. Having a party that can equip the entire thing, so if needed, although you're probably not going to see it from, having 2 red mages with Nuke, if needed, shout the damage. For now, he could equip the entire party and just go to town if needed.
If
Spell charges.
Yeah, if needed, absolutely. Like you said, probably not going to be too required with that level 1 nuke for his red mages, but especially with that thief, with thief buffs, scimitar, not a bad pickup, at least for the early game, especially if we end up having to do, an early earth dive to get the floater out of there or the canoe or something like that. And man, these imps giving Caleb's eggs the business.
Actually having cremate, so trying to have some scrambled eggs, I guess. Also, Caleb giving the fans what they want in the bridge ball and saying hi to the actual devs.
And yeah, Caleb again getting that bad news that we already knew. And Demon Frog, our first person on stream to find the canal up in Marsh Top. That is really good news. He finds his one loose item that he needs, which is that canal. And from this point on, if he wants to gamble, he can go on ahead and just start checking incentive locations and get through this game as quickly as he can. Granted, he's going to need gear. He's going to obviously need things that his knight can equip. That gold +1, not too bad.
Yeah,
and that's actually good information too. That means that he can pick up gold +1s in item shops.
Not just that, but also having the rod purchasable, they can knock out Earth in one go if they're really cheeky and want to do it.
Yeah, I think Demon Frog will more than likely do that, especially because why not? You've got an incentive item there. Earth is incentivized. Rod is for sale here in Elfland. There's no reason not to go on ahead and just knock that out. Plus, you have the Ruby. Titans and Sarda are both incentivized. That's 3 incentive locations you can hit up right there and then never have to go back to the Melman area ever again. As everybody is.
Slab.
Well, yeah, you're right. The slab is still out there, so these guys could potentially have to pick it up, but we don't know. The slab could lead to a dud, and they may not even need the slab.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
We have some people wanting to know the flags in chat.
Yep. If you can go on ahead and hook that up, I am not logged in to my Twitch right now.
I think we have it, but what I can do is just copy a link.
I'm assuming Danny's got us under control. She will make this happen. She's all about them bot things.
If you have it as a bot.
But yes, Traumel, we will get you the flags here in just a moment.
Don't worry, I got it.
Thank you, Magius and Danny.
Yeah. I think we got it either way.
It's all good. So yeah, tonight is our kind of road to SG Live weekly race here, right? SG Live, it's happening at the beginning of November. This is our last kind of community race before we roll into Fall League, and community races just kind of go by the wayside for the time being. But yeah, these are the flags that we are going to be using for the pods or round robin portion of the Speed Gaming Live tournament that is coming up at the beginning of November.
I think Bert found the actual the Wiz Trap tile actually has Wiz Vamps on it. So
yeah,
at the very least.
Yeah, the Edward Fan Club is actually, it's not a bad spike tile to see, especially early on, and especially with a bunch of nuke casters. You may as well grab a few spells. Unfortunately, Bert doesn't have the exit spell, so it's not like he could just take them a few times and then exit out. He's going to have to walk those levels out of there, and we got a slab pickup on Demon Frog's side.
So it looks like they won't have to go back to Melmond at all. Although I don't even think we've seen the spells there yet.
No, there was no reason to actually hop into Melmond until you see the slab, and yeah, Demon Frog will check it out once he's done talking to Sarda here. So Titans, we've got a slab. Sarda, we're going to see what Sarda has here in a second. More than likely, Demon Frog's going to go into Earth Cave because she should not have a problem against Lich with 2 red mages and a black mage throwing nukes around left and right.
Nuke. I mean, it's not like it's 2 who normally in vanilla would be able to throw out a nuke in return, but...
Yeah, and Caleb's going to get the news here in about 2 seconds where the canal is located, and we got a canoe pickup here.
So
Sarda holding the boat here. We just need the sky boat, and we're good to go on Demon Frog's side.
Too true. And the canal pickup for Caleb. Looks like Kirito is picking up picking up equipment and all of that one. Again, a little behind, but for those not familiar with a 3-man party, it can be a little challenging to get a hold of, but I know that they are doing the best.
Rita's trying the best that he can, just trying to get through, one step at a time, as they say.
Yep.
Now, the thing with Caleb here, Caleb's going risk management. I like the Thief lead. It is a risky play. He will catch up rather quickly because he knows that Katana is incentivized. He can run from things, and that means he doesn't have to open many more boxes to get through Topher. The problem with Thieves is their HP growth is not very good. So he's going to probably have to grind up to like the high 20s, early 30s in order for his Thief to actually have around 400 HP to survive a nuke blast if a nuke blast comes out of one of the Topher Fiends.
Also, I might add, I saw something important. Invis 2 was also at Elfman.
Yeah. No, I saw something important in the Iron Armor +3 for only 112. That is like basically in-gear Knight armor there. That's huge for Demon Frog there with his Knight. I did notice that the silver bracelets rolled -4, which makes them actually worse than the copper bracelet +5. But we know that the gold bracelets rolled up +1, so that's basically in-gear armor for our mages. And that will be in a vendor somewhere.
Wasn't the range -3 to +6?
That is correct.
So I think that would mean, if you were saying -4, it would mean +4?
Yeah, I must have read that wrong. You're absolutely correct. I don't understand why it would have said that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But don't worry, with the way our runner's menu, it is hard to catch everything.
Yeah, I must have to get some glasses at some point. But yeah, there's no way it could have rolled -4. It had to have been +4, which +4 at that point, man, that's rivaling that gold +1. It's not quite as good as the gold +1. So the modifiers for body armor, bracelets, armor, like just armor and or circles, right? For every one, that is an absorb of 2. So if something like, a gold bracelet or an iron armor rolls up 1, then that adds an absorb of 2. So iron armor normally has a 24 absorb. If it goes up 1, then of course that's 26. If it's up 2, that's 28, so forth and so on. If it goes down, same modifiers apply. So an iron armor -2 is going to only have 20 absorb as opposed to the 24. So that's kind of how the modifiers work for armor. And then as far as the weapons are concerned, it's +2 to attack, +1 to hit percentage, and +3 to crit.
So doesn't the armor get a, if it rolls positively, get the buff to decrease in evade?
That is correct. You are absolutely correct. So yes, as Magius said, if it's a plus modifier, then the evasion penalty goes down. So let's say something like a steel armor that has the highest evasion penalty in the game at like 33, I think is what it is. If it's like a +6, then the evasion penalty goes down to 27 as opposed to the 33 that it started with.
So, Griggly, we found Cure 4 at the bottom slot in Elmond.
Yep, that's White Mage only. That is White Mage, White Wizard only. No red mages can learn that. And yeah, I'm sorry, that was a silver -3, not -4. That was a misspeak on my part.
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Gives the fans some more information.
So it looks like Caleb's got all his information. He's got his canoe, and it looks like he's going to go on ahead and head into... Now, this was an interesting play on Demon Frog's part because he was in the area, but he chose not to dive Earth Cave. And Caleb, of course, is going to dive Earth Cave. I know he's going to dive Earth Cave every time he gets an opportunity to. I guess Demon Frog didn't feel comfortable with his levels at the time. So he decided to go on ahead and do a little overworld peed grind here in the Crescent Lake area.
It's like them being right off of a, looks like hard reset on that one. That is amazingly good. Like one step peeds.
Yeah, that's actually... And with the encounter rate being what it is, the encounter rate's a little bit normal or lower than vanilla. It's 0.6 on the overworld and 0.7 in dungeons. The fact that you have an encounter literally one step off the hard reset is pretty incredible, but it's working out great in Demon Frog's. Working out great for Demon Frog as he's already level 11 off of those peds.
I mean, there's the old meme of the Expedias.
Yeah, so obviously Sage's had Crystal here. That's not going to be like super useful, at least, you know, where Demon Frog is located, because he's going to have to make it all the way back to Matoya's cave, whereas Caleb is just beelining his way to the vampire. Are we going to see a speed bump vampire?
Let's see.
Let's see what happens here. Newt comes out. Oh, he's dead. Yep. Well, wow.
Blink and you miss it.
Poor vampire. As he goes down in a blaze of glory, and we've got a jingle. That must be... I'm assuming that... What?
That'd probably be the loot.
Oh, that's the loot. Okay. He's got the fun percent flag of...
Random page for the loot. Has someone added ringtone yet? Also, a wear sword pickup on demon side.
So
Armed right now, though.
So we have a fun percent flag on the new live site that changes the instrument. It's like an instrument changing flag or whatever. So it turns the loot into like a random instrument, and I'm guessing that's what the jingle is. It's a different type of instrument than the loot, but that's the loot that Caleb picked up here in Earth Cave. Again, not go. It is go mode, but it doesn't add to his progression.
And we have an armory check. Mage staff +1, cabin, some money. A Zeus Gauntlet -1. That'll still be nice though for that spell casting ability.
Yeah, so right now, Caleb is finishing up Earth Cave, making short work of Earth Cave here. This is kind of like, again, the big deal with him bringing his thief lead. He knows he doesn't really need anything, so he can just like kind of bypass checks here and just go on ahead and start, you know, doing nuke stuff.
And nuke.
And 2 nukes takes down speed bump number 2. Yeah, so Emmy Pup, I was actually just going over that not too long ago. So the plus and the negative on gear, it's a new-ish flag. We started Blurst gear maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. And basically, a plus means the gear is better, and a negative means the gear is worse. And the numbers... for body armor is a +2 to each one, and the evasion is a -1. And then for weapons, it is going to be a +2 to hit, a +1 to hit percentage, and a +3 to crit.
Best way I've heard to describe it, think D&D. +1 weapons, and the weapons that are basically going to make it a lot harder for you.
Yep. So Caleb's already done. He has lit up his first orb. The first orb on screen has been lit up by Caleb. He's got his loot. He got a Bane +5 now, or sorry, +3. Now this is where things get kind of interesting. So before Blurst gear, right? Your only viable in-game gears with weapon fixes on would basically be a Vorpal or a Massa, right? You could probably make a katana. You could probably make an Excal work with enough tempers and enough. You know, with fast and enough tempers and whatever.
was gonna say, I believe the old adage was minimum sun sword. Then, if worse comes to worse, an ice sword. But sun, I believe, was the bare minimum that most people would strive for at minimum. But
Yeah.
you are correct with what is possible. The weapons off, which we haven't seen for ages. That's got what, the increased crit rate for almost everything.
So with a Bane Sword, if since it's a +3 and since it's a modifier of 3 and then you've got a +5, that takes that Bane Sword from 10% crit all the way up to 25%. That is pretty close to where Vorpal lands. And now you've got a pretty decent in-game weapon there.
Giggly?
Yes.
Gold bracelets rolled over 20k and chain armors rolled +5.
Nice. So yeah, chain armor. That is that's nearly as good as an iron armor in the vanilla game.
It is good armor.
Yeah, it's pretty darn good armor. Gold bracelets, I mean, these guys will have the money for those gold bracelets at some point in time. I mean, 20k. Caleb's going to want to probably pick up, 3 of them with his particular party. And Caleb already finished up Earth Cave and is catching up to where Demon Frog is right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, hold on a minute. Classic is pointing out in chat, yeah, weapons fixes off is the reason why there's Team Vorpal. Because it's close to a 100% with Vorpal. And we got both of our runners, we got both Caleb and Demon in Volcano, so we're just about to see what's in the red D trap tile. And the trap tile does some bones crawls.
Yeah, so hopefully Demon Frog doesn't get boned too hard here, but it looks like they do have stun touch, which of course the bones do. Why wouldn't they? Burt Reynolds picking up his crystal, knows he's going to have to probably head over into the, volcano/ice area to try to find that floater.
So far, I haven't really seen any of the duds yet. So, let's see. At least there's what? Waterfall Ordeals and... Waterfall Ordeals, Ice Cave...
Like on it. Slap turn in bottle.
What's left for, trying to think what's left for the dud location.
It looks like Demon Frog does pick up the Adamant, so that's just another fetch quest that he has to do to get to decide where his floater is, or to determine where his floater is. And man, Caleb, getting ambushed by these earths on this Grey Worm tile, is able to get away with his thief down. Luckily has a charge of life, going to be able to bring his thief back up here as he continues to check these boxes in the armory. And we've got a carry pickup here on Demon Frog's side, so he's going to go full on nuke strats. Not a bad play. We do know that carry's HP is going to be between 600 and 900. And it shouldn't be a problem with 3 nuke casters.
Also, having voice touch.
Yeah, especially since Carrie hits 6 hits for like only 100 on that red mage. And yeah, Carrie goes down. Carrie's dead, and Demon Frog's going to light up his first orb here at about the 26-minute mark or so, as Caleb's making his way through Volcano as well.
Burt Reynolds' side also making their way through Volcano as well, while on Kirito's side, stopping by to feed the Titan.
Yep.
Munch.
So Kirito's going to get what we know is going to happen here. He's going to get a slap from here. He's going to get his canoe from Slarta. And I'm interested to see if he is going to deviate the path and check ordeals before heading over to this ice cave area. But it looks like Demon Frog, before turning in the Adamant and before turning in that crystal, is of course going to hit Ice Cave here. Let me look at our magic here. I've seen Exit, but I don't remember seeing Warp anywhere.
I do believe we have not seen it yet.
Yeah.
I didn't see it at level 5 Black Magic, so it only spell spell shots we have left that are known is 6, and I don't think I saw it there. Also, good routing by Demon Frog by stopping by escape so that they don't have to run back here.
Yeah, so Danny, our tracker hanging out, letting us know that Warp was in fact not at level 6, so we do know that Warp is going to be somewhere at either level 7 or level 8, which means Caleb is the only person on stream right now that has the ability to get out of dungeons quickly using exit. So that is unfortunate for our Red Mage bringers here, but great news for Caleb, as Caleb is going to have to get through these last couple of Spike Tails, going to have to take these Fire Elementals. Luckily got Ice 3s, you know, Zeus Gauntlet, Ice 3, that should take out these fires pretty easily, as Demon Frog finds some seafood here on the drop-down tile. And ooze and arachnids. Fun!
Some messy arachnids tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked that Demon Frog checked those 2 chests there. They're kind of out of the way, and you gotta go through the spike tile with that particular party. You know, you gotta go. Let's go, go, go. We don't have any loose items, let's do it.
I think the check there was for more of the trap tile information, because if the Demon Frog still has not found a very good grind tile yet. Yeah. And with lacking nuke, as long as you can keep enough nuke to get through the trap tile at the end, it's worth the quick check.
No, I kind of agree with you there, especially if it's something good that he can pick up a few levels on. I will say, though, that Demon Frog, running the party that he's running, probably doesn't want to pick up too many levels. He's already level 16, and he wants to hit promotion so that his knight can learn those life and ruse charges. Especially if we don't find the defense sword anymore.
And who needs to defend? Just go all offense. And in the 6th chest we have a little bit of money, so we're gonna let -1. Some more money. We got some werewolves and some great wolves.
Looks like right now.
And a cabin.
Yeah. So Demon Frog picking up kind of a bunch of junk there in those chests down in the bottom right-hand corner of Ice 2, and Caleb is pulling up his second Fiend at the 30-minute mark here. Gonna throw some Invis 2 charges out, probably gonna go full-on nuke strats the same way Demon Frog did, and Maya's down. Yeah, his Thief is totally KO'd there by Carrie. We know Carrie rolled between 600 and 900 HP. It looked like it was about 750 or so, as Carrie throws out a fast. More nukes coming out. His nukes are rolling significantly lower than Demon Frog's nukes. It looks like it's going to take him at least 3 rounds to get through this battle, but let's see what happens here as more Invis 2 cats come out.
They'd add the incentive location in Ice was the bottle.
Yeah, so the bottle's totally useless at this point until they get the floater. Caleb, 2 more nukes coming out, takes out Carrie, lights up his second orb at the 31-minute mark. And Classic Gamer, 76 point out that Maya got cracked like the eggs in his party. Caleb is out of there, and he's got his adamant. He has killed a Fiend, and he is good to go. Demon Frog finds the bad... I mean, we don't know if it's bad news. The bottle could lead to something useful, but they can't do anything with the bottle until they find the floater. So we know right now that the adamant or the crystal turn-in is going to lead to the floater. Unless, of course, the floater is an incentive or deals.
Just about to say on that one. Mm-hmm. It looks like we have Caleb also running over to Ice. I think this is probably the fastest play on that one, rather than sailing back and having to come back later.
Yeah.
Oh, and on the side, we have a carry fight as well.
Yeah, so, and I assume this carry battle will go about the same way as the carry battles went over on Caleb and Demon Frog's side. He's got 2 nuke charges over here. He's got his Thief in the front slot, so his Thief will take that big hit from Carrie if Carrie decides to attack. He's got plenty of armor on that fighter and those 2 red mages, so this should not be an issue here. As he throws a nuke out, and the nuke takes Carrie down. Burt Reynolds lighting up his first orb at the 32-minute mark.
Oh, I don't think we actually completely missed. Houses rolled dirt cheap tonight.
And the housing market looking pretty good there with, like 580 gold? That's like nothing for houses. And Corito takes a wipe on some heat-seeking hyenas there. Gonna have to go back in and try to dig out some Earth Cave stuff.
I know, I'm a fan of saying, like, when the houses are that cheap, that's your healing. Don't care about anything else. Just stack of houses, That's your healing. That's your healing.
Yeah. And I imagine Caleb's going to make pretty short work of this ice cave. He's not going to check any boxes the way Demon Frog did. He's going to probably go straight through and then hit up that incentive location, get that bottle, and then exit out. So, again, kind of in a lucky position because he brought the White Mage along. He's going to be able to use exit to get out of this dungeon quickly. Because he runs into some unrunnable wraiths here.
I mean, having the ability to exit is always useful, because they'll be exiting stage right.
Now, Demon Frog has decisions to make here. Does he hit Ordeals? Does he hit Earth Cave? Because he has not done Earth Cave yet. And he still has to turn in these 2 fetch quests. So we don't know what the Adamant or the Crystal are going to turn into. So I'm assuming he'll do these 2 fetch quests first.
Yep, Adamant first.
Then probably likely, Crystal afterwards.
If not Crystal, then we'll probably hit up Earth, since you're here as well.
Alright, moment of truth. What does the Adamant turn into? We have got a crown to another fetch quest.
Fetch quests for days. Really, fetch quests for days.
And we got a hooray dwarf.
Hooray, hooray!
And I guess he must have turned on the fun percent flag of keeping the dwarf alive, because we do have an NPC guillotine turned on for these flags. So that hooray dwarf should have died.
I mean, it's the hooray dwarf. It's your friendly neighborhood hooray dwarf. And let's see, Astos gives us...
I missed it.
Goodness.
New text messes me up every time. Now that they fixed all the text to say what they used to say, I completely missed what Astos had there. It looks like it is the... It must have been a dud item.
Either way, still not that bad.
I mean, if that was in fact the dud item or the katana, then at least you got your dud item out of the way quickly. And we're going to let our tracker figure out if that was in fact the case.
Yeah. Put the work on Danny. Sorry, Danny, on that one. But no, seriously, we would not be able to help, provide such great content if it wasn't for the work of all of those that track for us and everything else, and on Burt Reynolds' side, picking up the bottle as well.
So Burt Reynolds does get his bottle. Gonna have to walk the bottle out as Caleb is already on his canoe boat and is heading over towards these incentive checks here that he knows he needs to do, which is, of course, the Adamant and the Crystal turn. And the Crystal leads to the floater. So we know that the Crystal, out of the Sages, if they had just left that area and turned it in, could have been in the air a little bit quicker. Obviously, that would have been a crazy routing decision to make. So, but yeah, that's rando's gonna rando sometimes.
Yep, and we're finding the canoe so early, along with the rod and the ruby, led a lot of runners to check the Earth Cave first, namely because of being there on that one. I know a lot of people wouldn't have made the decision to check Crystal so soon because of the movements on that one. However, on Demon Frog's side, they still need to buy the rod and the chime. They still need to find the chime. But and since we know where the loot is, they're basically 2 items away from go mode.
Yep. So yeah, we know that the loot is an Earth Cave. We know that the rod is the vendor item.
Forgot the key.
Yep. Still need the key. We're about to find out if this is in fact the dud item, like I think it is. Yep, looks like he got a sword of some kind from Astos. So Astos, thank you for the crown. Here's a sword. I don't even think it rolled positive.
No, but on Demon's side, we have an airship.
Yep. So Demon Frog, our first runner in the air at the 36-minute mark. We know the loot is an Earth Cave, so he can do Earth Cave as late as he wants to. I don't think he has the rod, according to our tracking note, which is why he's probably over there to pick it up. So he's heading over there now to grab his rod and then probably head into Earth Cave and do that incentive.
Let's see, with what you have available and where you are now, I'd say either Earth Cave or fly up to the... on Burt Reynolds' side, we're going to have another runner getting...
So it looks like Burt Reynolds is picking up his floater right now, and Caleb is also going to pick up the floater here in just a second. Dorito finding an X-Cow +5 in Earth Cave, but I can't tell if he wiped out of there. I'm assuming he had to have because he doesn't have a way to cast exit. So
way,
something must have happened to
Excal
him, but at least he knows that Excal is there. That's great news for his particular party comp.
great news if Bert or any of our other runners that have a fighter can actually go and find that. Demon might check and find it, since I believe they also have a fighter.
Caleb murdering a bunch of broom or mops there in Matoya's cave. Mops or brooms, whatever you want to call them. Just taking them all down.
Or mops, at least if you're going by the reference to Sorcerer's Apprentice, and looks like Demon is stopping by Gaia.
Yeah, so he's got the bottle, so he's going to probably do the bottle turn-in. He also did the slab translation, so this is actually good routing on his part. May as well get these two locations knocked out in succession.
And if they find the chime, they can also pop into Sky, and knock out that incentive location as well.
Yeah. So over on Corito's side here, it's Agamas with Thunder. That must have been the issue. That's a rough tile to see. You hate to see Agamas roll anything.
Gets away.
And it looks like we found our second dud here on Demon Frog's side as the bottle turns into about 726 gold. So, well, at least we found both duds, right? That's
on Caleb's side. We found something useful. Warp at the top slot in Gaia, and Life 2 at the bottom slot of Gaia.
So, with Warp being at the top slot, that's at least something decent for our Red Mage people. Once they get the tail turned in and get to level 25, they can finally use a charge of Warp. So, Demon Frog knows he's got his two duds, is making his way over to the Lefanish to get his katana. Does not need a katana, so that's basically a third dud for Demon Frog, but that's actually great news for Caleb, as Caleb is making his way to Lefane.
That is true. That is true.
So right now we do know at this point that Ordeal's potentially required because the tail is still out there. Waterfall, and then Sky Palace. So these are the places that we're looking for. We need a key, right? We need a chime, so they can't get into Sky without the chime. And we already know where the loot is. So that's pretty much it as far as go mode is concerned. The only things left out there in the world are the white shirt, of course, and the tail.
And with the locations that we have left, key would probably be in, Waterfall, or, yeah. No, wait a minute. Canaria Locked is incentivized today, right?
Yes, Canaria Locked is on, but for Caleb, or for that, the only thing that the Canaria Locked is going to house for these runners, it could potentially house the chime, depending on where the key is located, and it could have the white shirt as well, or the tail. You know, obviously can't hold the key because, well, you gotta have the key to get into it, right?
Too true, too true. So what that tells me is Waterfall and Ordeals are our two plays on that one. So Waterfall, Ordeals will probably have access to the key, or the chime. As with what is available left, we have deduced that, at least I have, that basically tail or key has to be in Sky. The white shirt.
Yeah. Like we said, I mean, you know, depending on where the chime is located, the key could potentially be anywhere, either Ordeals or Waterfall. If they get the chime from either Waterfall or Ordeals, then the key could potentially be up there. We do not know for sure, but Caleb will tell us here pretty soon as he's making his way through Waterfall. Burt Reynolds is doing a lot of the same things that Caleb has already done. We know that the Astos check is, of course, going to be a dud. I think Burt Reynolds already did the dud check from the ferry. And
Also,
now he's got to do Earth Cave. So at this point, because Demon Frog is clearing Earth and Burt Reynolds is heading into Earth right now, Caleb has quite a lead here, I think.
There's the chime.
Yep. So that's gonna make Caleb. But that's the thing I like about these flags. So Caleb is basically could potentially light up all 4 orbs and may still need to find something to get into go mode here. So he's going to probably do C, go mode C, kill Kraken, and then head over to Sky to try to see what that last incentive item is.
On a positive note, Griggly, Demon finding that Excal 5, so that's going to be useful for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Demon Frog's going to definitely need that since he doesn't have the thief in his party, and he, obviously can't really use the katana. With the Excal rolling +5, I mean, that takes the Excal from a marginal 5 crit rate all the way up to 20 crit rate. So now you've got an Excal that actually does damage. Caleb checking those level 7 spells, seeing if there's anything useful, trying to guillotine that that Dr. Yoon guy away. Did not go away. Is gonna head into Sea Shrine here as Demon Frog is pulling up a blue caped figure that is gone. Did you see what that was?
No. Was it Batman?
I think so at this point. And Demon Frog picks up his jingle. It's like, what? Finds his loot and is gonna keep it moving. And yeah, I mean, Classic Gamer pointing out those Thunder Agamas tormenting poor Kirito. Those gotta be on a spike tile, the earth tile, so at this point it's like, just avoid it.
Kirito is still uncomfortable with knowing where all the spike tiles are.
And me pointing out the obvious there. Agama's, got a lot to say after being hunted down for their sweet meat and the olden days of the randomizer when you would do Agama grinds.
I mean, you still see the Agama grind every now and then, but also on Demon's Hide, laying hide to some wizards.
So yeah, Burt Reynolds, Demon Frog doing the full Clear Birth because they kind of need to with the part. I mean, not so much on Burt Reynolds' side because he does have the thief in his party. He's got the katana, but he's probably looking for that ribbon. We need a ribbon. While Wall does exist, I think it's only White Mage learnable. So again, these guys are going to need a ribbon to keep their, at least their fighter up, in the final dungeon in this game.
Ooh, and a heal helmet on Demon's side, so that will be very useful.
Yeah.
Never underestimate the free heal 2s.
Oh, not at all. Yeah, of course. Even though the heal helmets and the heal staff do heal 1, not heal 2. And Danny correcting me here, Wall was level 4 slot 3, so that's actually Red Mage learnable. So never mind to the whole needing a ribbon. I mean, they've got plenty of wall charges, but a ribbon is still nice. Ribbon's still
heal
nice.
helmet did heal 2, and heal staff was only heal 1.
Yeah. Moving some stuff around, grabbing that Dragon +1, pretty good for Caleb. Not fantastic, not much better than obviously the vanilla, but it's something his thief can actually wield here. As we've got Demon Frog pulling up Lich, gonna make short work of Lich. As we know, Lich was kind of a pushover, just like he always is. And Burt Reynolds is also about to pull up Lich here in about 2 seconds. Demon Frog lighting up his second orb at the 46-minute mark. Burt Reynolds going to light up his second orb at about the 47-minute mark, just behind Demon Frog, as Kirito takes this tile again. And they're going to give him the business here as the Agamas take down his Red Mage. And his last Red Mage will be expired here in just a moment.
And we got a Cartwright Island check on Demon's side.
Rune +4, not too bad either. You take that 10% crit rate on the Rune Sword, multiply that by 3, and then all of a sudden, take the 4 and multiply it by 3, and all of a sudden you got a 22 crit chance on that Rune Sword. Not too terribly shabby, at least for the thief.
Not too terribly shabby indeed.
So Caleb making short work of Sea Shrine here as he heads his way towards Kraken, trying to light up his third orb here. Demon Frog doing the tailless Cardia check, obviously looking for that ribbon or just something better than what he currently has.
Unlikely the ribbon.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds, our first on-stream runner here, heading into Ordeals. So we get our first look at Ordeals here in just a second.
And Demon following closely.
Yeah, so it looks like Demon and Burt Reynolds are just like hanging out with each other. Must be chatting. Hey, you want to go to Ordeals? Let's go hang out. Yeah, this is great. Let's do the poker maze. Maybe not so much. I thought Demon Frog was heading there, but he's going to go to a Sky Without Shine.
Ooh, finding some sandworms, though.
The cheeky overworld grind. You gotta like it? He's like, oh, yeah, I don't have the chime. Whoopsie doozy.
Has not been to...
He's not been to the waterfall yet.
We have a Kraken fight.
Yeah, so throwing out the Bane Sword, I like that play. While Kraken is not susceptible to poison, has low enough MDef to where Bane will land. Bane and Brack having a better chance, of course, of landing. As we got some Invis 2s coming out, and of course we're going to stick with our tried and true Bane Sword Nuke. Kraken going to roll anywhere between 800 and 1200 HP, as Kraken smacks Egg around but actually survives.
Also, Demon actually finding some blue steak.
Nice. Ooh, overrolled. Now that's some good stuff there as the Nuke number 5 takes down Kraken. Caleb lighting up his third orb at the 50-minute mark. Caleb is on fire here. He's got the chime. He can go on ahead and run into Sky and light up that fourth orb. Check that Sky incentive and see if it's either he needs the key, correct?
I think, according to our accurate Annie, has the key. Or...
That's got to be a mistake, I think. Because nobody else has the... Where was the key? Am I losing my mind here?
No, I don't think you are on that one. But, ooh, finding a ribbon on Burt Reynolds' side.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds finally picking up a ribbon. That's a free ribbon there in Ordeals.
It's a +6!
Yeah. I mean, any ribbon's a good ribbon. Even a -3 ribbon is probably the best gear in the game. But yeah, I mean, an extra 6 absorb, that's not too bad.
So Burt is getting close to that chest location, so let's see what we get tonight.
I'm going to say that on his tracker, it looks like he doesn't have the floater clicked, so I'm assuming something's going on Speed Gaming's side, that the floater on his side is pointing to the key for whatever reason. And Burt Reynolds picks up his tail, so that's actually, while it's not required, it's pretty much required for all of these parties, because we haven't seen a Massa yet.
Also, I will add what we're obligated to say in this situation. Is this even? Is this even?
Yeah. Is this even? Is this even? As the tail is in Ordeals, where's the randomization in this game? What is even going on? As Burt Reynolds picks up the tail, he's going to do flash change here. He's going to make good work of that X-Cal plus... Yeah. He's going to make work of that X-Cal +5 and that vanilla katana with his particular party.
Too true, too true.
Yeah, the only downside to Caleb's, kind of leaning on the thief is that the katana did roll vanilla. At least it didn't roll negative, but you hate to see that it rolled vanilla. He should still be fine with his party, but he's going to need quite a few more levels in order for his thief to actually have some HP.
Very true, very true. And looks like Burt is just about to go and promote. I believe they did find that X-Cal 5, so that is going to help a lot.
Yeah, so Burt Reynolds taking his, as Caleb would say, taking his papers to HR. Gonna get his promotion here in just a second from the Dragon King Bahamut, and then we're gonna see what kind of gear he has, because we know he picked up the katana out of Lefane. And he did not actually get that. He does not have the X-Cal, but he's got the Bane +3, which I think is... It's going to be fine. He'll be fine with that sword.
True. However, on Demon Frog's side, having that X-Cal, I believe, will be very good for them. And on Caleb's side, getting through Ordeals.
Yeah, so right now everybody's just kind of following each other. Caleb kind of ahead, like I said, has already done Waterfall and has lit up the Water Orb, whereas Demon Frog has to do Waterfall. I don't know if he has to. I can't remember what was in Waterfall.
Chime.
Yes, Chime. So yes, he does have to do Waterfall to get that Chime. Looking at my tracking notes here.
Oddly enough, it's the one instrument that cannot be that the loop cannot be named to.
Yeah. You need to ring the bells in order to get into the tower, and you need to play the guitar in order to get 2,000 years in the past or whatever. Yeah, exactly. Or to get through the metal plate that's 2,000 years in the past. It's Caleb again making that short work here of where is he? Ordeals, or is he in? He's in Mirage right now, right?
Ordeals.
No, he's in Ordeals. Yes, I'm losing my mind here.
Don't worry, don't worry. We are all losing our minds slowly. But picking up the ribbon 6.
Yep, so that's huge news for Caleb. I do not imagine he's checking any more boxes at this point, because he's going to put that ribbon on his white mage, make sure she stays alive with her life charges, and he's just going to go, go, go. And Corito, man, I am feeling Corito's pain here, as he is still trying to get his way through Earth Cave. As he looks like he's going to do a muck grind, just to try to get some extra levels to get through this place.
That was by accident.
It took me a second to read what I was reading here. USB 3.0, wondering why is the bottom right down a man? He elected to bring a nun class. It's basically just, instead of getting 4 classes, you can actually opt to have a nun in your party. The reason why people tend to go either 3-man or 2-man or whatever, as opposed to your traditional 4-man, is just so that experience can be funneled differently to your people. You can get more experience into a 3-party or 2-party class, as opposed, 2 or 3-party class as opposed to a 4-party party.
Or do what the vanilla run does, where when they manipulate everything and just solo man it.
Yep. And as Life Reboot hangs out and answers for me, it's just for faster menuing and more XP for the other 3. And Caleb taking his papers to, the old king of dragons here, and is going to go on ahead and get class change over with, get that katana on that thief. He's level 21 already, which is fantastic. Like, that's really good. I'd say he'd probably want to get, like I said, to high 20s, early 30s before making the Topher dive, but he's at 55 minutes, about to start working on lighting up his 4th orb. We know for certain that the key is going to be in Mirage Tower, so he'll be in go mode here in a second.
Very, very true. And the nice thing is since we know where the white shirt is, more than likely Caleb will be stopping by Corneria and picking that up.
Yeah, I would assume so with the white mage, for sure.
Not just that, but it's in the Corneria lock. You have to travel to Topher. You're right in the area, so when popping in for that last in-save, especially these spells, especially getting Nuke on that thief, ninja now, I believe, you're gonna want to pop there and...
Orion 300 in chat wondering, none spot should be in the second, ideally. Depends on what you're trying to do. Normally if you want to keep the people in the back row, your slots 3 and 4 alive, yes, of course you would want your nun to be in the second slot. That way your first slot is getting most of the attacks and you're dividing up the rest of the attacks among your back row. But if you want to keep one particular party member safe, you would obviously have somebody in the first, somebody in the second, and then hopefully those hits would go to those first and second slots, and then maybe not so much towards that 3rd or 4th slot, depending on where you have it.
I think it's partially things that a lot of people don't, think about as much, but very good point. Very good.
Yeah. So basically, if you have somebody in the first slot, they're going to get 50% of the attacks. They're going to get 50% of the attacks, and then you'll split the other 50% between the two people in the back row. But if you have somebody in the second slot, then you'll get 50% of the attacks to the front slot, 25% to the second slot, and then, of course, that other 25% to the... Or, yeah.
I know I'm a huge fan of, if you are rocking a 3-man party, just buff the heck out of that first slot and let, basically let them, dodge tank everything. So it's a coin flip on every attack then.
Yeah. Burnham's still making his way through Sea Shrine, gonna try to light up his third orb here in a second as Caleb is making his way through Mirage up into Sky Palace. He is basically in go mode because he knows that the key has to be here in the incentive spot here in Sky. Demon Frog in Gaia, or sorry, in Anrak, also heading into sea here in a moment. Kirito just trying to get through this Earth Cave, really wants to see what's in this room.
I mean, I think, again, still probably uncomfortable with a 3-man party, but even still, it's getting there. It's getting there. And, ooh, Caleb fighting some Medusa's. Which apparently have rolled just a little high, as they did not go down to a Zeus Gauntlet or an Ice 3 Blast.
Caleb's in a good spot here because he has the Mage Stick. The Mage Stick does fire 2. Gurmedusas are weak to fire 2. Kind of shocked he didn't take a few more of those battles. Like, I'm like shocked he didn't at least try to go up to like maybe level 28 or 30 before finishing this up. But he is gonna go on ahead, get his key, and keep it moving.
Looks like Griggly is dealing with our favorite actual attack in the entire game, Griggly. The Unrunnables, Red Sea Hag, with Sea Hag.
Yeah. I rolled the seed earlier where Red Sea Hags had trance, and that was really annoying, is all I have to say.
I mean, worst case is give him an actual spell that is really dangerous.
Like nuke or something, right?
Yeah. But my favorite nuke target is still the pirates.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, that's only if pirates, we have the unsafe pirate flag on, which we don't currently. So pirates are kind of pushovers. Burt Reynolds getting the business here from these scorpion-looking scorpions, or lobsters, and these bull-looking trolls, as he finally gets through them, and is going to get our second look here at Kraken. And over on Demon Frog's side, we got an Iron Gull pickup. Where is he?
I believe...
Is he on the Dang tile? Where is he? Yes, he is on the Dang tile. Where's Dang? Is he in chat? He needs to understand this is where the grind is right here. If only he was here, he would know. This is the water tile that the Iron Gulls are on. Demon Frog going to try to pick up a few levels here, as Burt Reynolds is taking on Kraken. Katana doing 7 hits, 103, big damage. Banesword coming out doing nothing. Darkening some stuff.
Also, we have Caleb on the Bridge of Destiny. So, I believe, is Warmech required tonight?
Warmech is not required. Warmech will not be required until you get into the bracket stages of Speed Gaming Live. So yeah, at that point we will have to take on a Warmech. As Caleb is going to take these airs on because they are unrunnable. Go on ahead and get your robots out there if you want to see a robot. And Burt Reynolds takes down Kraken 1 at the 1 hour, 1 minute mark. Got his third orb lit up. Got his chime. Probably knows where the key is at this point, so he's going to keep it moving.
So
as Caleb keeps it going.
Ooh, some slimes. No slimes, of course, and they do get...
And Kirito's still trying to get in and out of this one room with these Thunder Agamas to get whatever's in that room. Hopefully able to get out of there and keep it moving, as we're still on the Bridge of Destiny on Caleb's side. Demon Frog's about to pull Kraken 1. Burt Reynolds is in Mirage Tower. Let's keep it going, guys.
Some money. Nothing here. Another katana. And Caleb is on Tia 1.
Yep. And so, on Caleb's side, you've got a Tia 1 battle trying to light up his fourth orb here as a katana comes out. 4 hits, 70 damage. Not too great. On Demon Frog's side, we've got nukes coming out left and right. Nukes all over the place, as you can see. More nuke charges. We're going to wait with that white mage. So nuke, attack, nuke, nuke. 5 hits, 16. Over on Caleb's side, Demon Frog takes down a Kraken. Going to light up his third orb at the 1 hour, 3 minute mark. Hot on the heels of Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds trying to catch up to Caleb as we still have more Tiamat battle happening here. Fast is going to come out. Tiamat's just going to kind of graze Egg 3. Just kind of like, hey, what's up over there? Quadek's going to come out, probably do a whole lot of nothing since we know Tiamat rolled between 1,000 and 1,500 HP. Man, this Tiamat has a lot of absorb because this katana is doing a whole lot of nothing. Poor crit rate on that katana. As 9 hits, 218. That is still not really that great of damage here. More tempers are coming out here as he needs to start getting some damage done. At least he is not really hitting very hard. Another Quadek's coming out here in just a moment. He feels like he's got to be within somewhere if he can get that thief to hit first. Oh, 9 hits, 1079. What? So that's what happens when you can actually get some crits to land there as Tiamat goes down in a blaze of glory. Caleb needs levels before he heads into Topher. His thief is still under 400 HP.
Might add, we did see something very spicy on Burt Reynolds' side. When they checked the first floor of Mirage, we found a Vorpal. It rolled negative, however, so Burt did reset out of it. But we have at least seen one of the two, quote-unquote, really nice endgame weapons. And Caleb finding a Tyro.
Yeah, Caleb apparently just not really interested in trying to get more levels. I think he's going to go head into Topher with this mid-20s party with the Thief lead, which it's a little spicy, I'm not going to lie. It's spicy. Especially when you know those Gurmedusas are right there. You could just take them a few times, exit out, and then be on your way. But we'll see as Demon Frog and Burt Reynolds are making their way through the old Sky Cave.
Looks like Demon is actually opting to check a few chests as well.
And I'm thinking these guys both want at least one more ribbon. Maybe Demon Frog doesn't like that Excal 5. Who knows?
Burt finding his other ribbon.
Nice pick up there. And he also has a power bonk, which I did not see where he picked that up, but that's actually really awesome. Oh, I see what Caleb's doing. Caleb's just doing some last-minute gear pickups here. Grabbing Fade for his white mage and his red wizard. Gonna pick up Zap. Probably gonna outfit out that nice thief with all that level 1 through 4 black magic. And keep it moving as Corrido finds Cerebus's muting his party. This is not good. Sleep coming out. He's got to get away from this battle.
We have a Bridge of Destiny for Burt Reynolds. Also, one thing we both did forget that Fast is ninja learnable, so that is very useful for that ninja.
Yeah. Demon Frog, see, and this is where things get kind of tricky. So Demon Frog and Burt Reynolds both don't need the extra levels because they've got the Knight, right? Which is going to have the HP to deal with like the nukes and be that kind of tank member. Whereas I feel like Caleb's going to need a few more levels just to make sure that that thief can do something. Burt Reynolds is on the Bridge of Destiny, so if you want to get your robots out, maybe we'll actually see Warmech today.
I hope so, and let's hope it's unrunnable.
I mean, that's good news for anybody. I mean, you see a Warmech, you may as well take it, get that extra XP. Especially this late in the game when you've basically found all your key items. You're going to get a couple of levels off of them for sure. But it looks like Burt Reynolds does not see the robot, and he's going to go ahead and heal up and get ready for this Tiamat battle.
Wait, did Caleb skip Nuke? Was it actually, Oh, there was the power bonk. Right
near, next to the rhythm.
Gotta love those. Gotta love those type of rooms.
No, Caleb did not skip Nuke. He's picking up Nuke for his ninja. That's what he's doing there. He's picking up all that black magic for his ninja. As we got nukes, we got katana swings coming out. Getting a lot more crits there over on Burt Reynolds' side. 9 hits, 900 damage on Tiamat. So we are well over half of Tiamat's maximum capacity for HP. As an Quad X goes out, I imagine this will land. Erased. Tiamat is down. Burt Reynolds lights up his 4th orb, and he is only a few steps away from Topher at the 1 hour, 8 minute mark as Demon Frog continues to clear this floor, but he is hot on the tails of Burt Reynolds. Caleb doing some last minute shopping here. Burt Reynolds, I don't know if he needs to do this last minute shopping. He might be good to go as he is. Let's see what he decides to do.
Do you grab the white shirt? You know where it is.
For Caleb's party, yes. Absolutely grab the white shirt. You've got a white wizard. You can equip it. You may as well see what it rolls. If it rolls over +1, then it's better than the gold bracelet.
What else is in the let's see, also checking, so an ice 6.
Ice 3 shield +6, that's huge.
White shirt.
And there's our white shirt +4, so that is better than the gold bracelet. And offers death and fire elemental resistances, so that's like massively huge.
That is.
Rocking copper 6s. Yeah. He has not gone by and picked up those gold bracelets that were 20k in Crescent City.
I don't blame him. And opting to skip the quick check of the Temple of Fiends locked, I don't blame him.
He must feel, I don't know what he's feeling right now. I assume he's got to feel pretty good because he's been making pretty short work of this seed thanks to the thief's capacity of being just fast. And I think
also having the ability to have every spell that the thief needs on himself, so that does help. You just basically choose your black and your red mates. Okay, cast something or whatever, you don't land, you immediately use the thief to get on themselves.
Corito pointing out, or sorry, Classic Gamer pointing out in chat, Corito found the defense sword. If it was in that box that was behind the our giant Agama thing, I don't think any of our runners saw it. I don't remember anybody else picking it up, but I'll check out Demon Frog's gear when it pops up because I know he cleared a lot of Earth Cave, so he may have grabbed it. Demon Frog, I was too busy answering that question, and Demon Frog already making short work of Tiamat 1 as well. So we have all 3 of our 4 runners here in go mode, and all 4 orbs lit. As Caleb's our first person in Topher right now. He went into Topher about a minute ago.
We'll see Burt and Demon entering really soon.
Yeah, and Classic Gamer 76 pointing out what I kind of already had assumed, that the defense sword was in fact behind that box there that had the spike tile on it right next to the vampire room. As Corito continues to clear this earth floor.
Probably hoping to find some interesting things on that one. And I know some people do want to check every chest, and that's, always worth it. Especially considering when you're playing for fun.
Alright, so Caleb, our first runner on stream to take a look at our first Fiend refight. Nuke. Bunch of nukes. We got a fast coming out there, so Nuke is going to come out. He's going to hit Lich for 141. Fade coming out for a minimum roll of 80. You gotta love to see those kind of rolls. As 9 hits, 248 there on Lich. Lich 2 again. With the scaling that we have, Lich 2 is going to roll anywhere between 500 and 750 HP, but Caleb making short work of Lich 2, and he's going to continue moving on. Oh no. We know Agamas have Thunder, but gets away.
That's the one benefit of having a thief. It looks like Demon is opting to grab that white cert. Even without a white mage, it's still a free cast of Invis 2.
Got Ailmarkin in chat hanging out with us, commenting on the race that we are currently having here. As Caleb's in Topher, Burt Reynolds, right behind him here on the old earth floor. Caleb gonna pull up carry 2 here in about 2 seconds. Demon Frog's gonna get that white shirt that, I mean, you know, it's Invis 2, it's fine. Can't
It's
equip
always
it, but
worth
it's
it.
fine. Yeah. Nuke's coming out for about a minimum roll. Fade actually doing some damage. 284, 4 hits. That looked like 38 or something. That's not good when the old fast comes out late. Another hit from that katana. 4 hits, 308. More nuke. 360. Carry 2 is down. Caleb is 3 fiends away from closing the time loop and keeping it moving. Demon Frog finally in Topher here, right behind Burt Reynolds. Got to get through these scary ponies first as Burt Reynolds pulls up Lich 2. You got nukes coming out. That was actually a really good nuke roll. 4 hits, no damage. Tornado. Wow, a skills list out of Lich. What? Vorpal doing Vorpal things. 2 hits, 147. Takes down Lich 2, and he's going to keep it moving as Kraken 2 is pulled up on Caleb's side. Holy moly, the action is crazy as Corito pulls up Lich 1. Ooh, that is bad news as Kraken pulls a Burt Reynolds and completely back rows that poor white mage. Cracked eggs all over the place here as Kraken 2 making short work of that poor egg 2. Luckily, Fire 2 comes out doing a whole lot of nothing. More nuke charges coming out there as he is just giving up on the katana. You gotta do a lot more damage than that, though. More fast coming out. Lit 2 doing Lit 2 things. Burt Reynolds taking on carry and a nice hit. 299 takes out Kraken 2. He should have a life charge there on that red mage. Bring that white mage back to life and we're good to go. And blink and you miss it. Corito lights up his first orb at the 1 hour, 14 minute mark. Demon Frog pulling up Lich 2 as Caleb's about to pull up Tia 2 here in a sec. Burt Reynolds getting set to take on this water floor and head over to Kraken 2. Demon Frog blink and you miss it and Lich 2 is down. Got white shirts coming out like crazy fast. Attacks, nukes, all kinds of crazy stuff happening. Tempers coming out. Fade charge coming out of both the red wizard and the white wizard. You like to see the use of fade here. Fade 101, fade 151. Another hit from that ninja. 3 hits, 228. Nuke coming out 195. Demon Frog about to pull up carry 2 as Burt Reynolds pulls up Kraken 2. Let's see if he gets Burt Reynolds' luck and gets one of his red mages completely wiped out.
Caleb getting down Tia 2. Do you want to call the Chaos Griggly or should I?
No, I got it.
After you, then, good sir. After you.
Alright, so Caleb able to pick up a bunch of levels on the way here. Down, you know, has level 27. This is good. His thief has more than 400 HP. He's going to survive a nuke charge. The only problem with this, we haven't seen nukes out of anybody, so hopefully it was deep in like a Lich 2 spell. Chaos opens up with Cure 4. That is good news considering he has not gotten an attack off yet. Fast coming out, Temper's coming out, Invis 2s. I'm assuming he's going to stack them up there, so another white shirt. That's more Invis 2. That's 2 stacks of Invis 2. I expect 2 more stacks coming out. I expect a Temper, and I expect more Tempers onto that there ninja. We got fiends all over the place here. Burt Reynolds taking on Tia 2. Demon Frog taking on Kraken 2. Takes down Kraken 2. Literally, the story of the seed has been how Demon Frog has been hot on Burt Reynolds' heels the entire race. More Invis 2 stacks. This will be it. We've got max evade action happening over here on Caleb's party. Nuke does come out. And it does massive damage to that poor hardcore ninja. Luckily, he still has his white mage alive, so all he's got to do is throw out a Cure 4, and he should be fine on that there ninja. But we'll see what happens. Okay, Cure 4 does come out. More tempers. Now he's going to attack. We're going to test the waters. 5 hits, 888. That is a big, big old hit. No, Ice 3 comes out. Oh, and it comes up late and it does 2 more damage. No, that is unfortunate. You hate to see that. He's going to have to switch up strats, and Bane comes out and takes out his party. Caleb takes a wipe there on Chaos.
Burt Reynolds and Demon Frog.
Oh my gosh, yes, and Burt Reynolds. That is the unfortunate problem with bringing thieves along, is sometimes they are just a tiny bit too squishy, but he got killed by turn order more than anything. It's just unfortunate that that Cure came out and he had just enough HP to where that Ice 3 could actually do something. He is heading back into Topher here as Burt Reynolds. Let's take a look. We've got these guys head to head taking on Chaos together. I can't call both of them, but I'm going to try my best here, as whatever BBBB has completely whiffed on Chaos. Demon Frog's going to be doing a little bit of damage here. Burt Reynolds getting those tempers out. Attack. 1 damage. Nuke coming out there. Doing nuke damage there to his party. All just over 100 HP as Demon Frog keeps trying to do his nuke or tempers and white shirts and all that stuff.
Ooh, and Ice 3 coming out, taking out 2 of the party members on that one.
Yeah.
Excal.
Ooh, Excal plus 5 really living up to its name there with that plus 5, doing massive damage. 4 hits, 651 there. Another 6 hits for 878. Burt Reynolds just nuke coming out. 177 takes it down. And just behind him, maybe Demon Frog?
Oh, Demon. Terminated!
Ooh, terminated. So that was super, super close. And our official SRL time, which I'm interested to see if Burt just like hit done too late, but it looks like they were within 3 seconds of each other. 1 hour 19:33 for Burt Reynolds and 1 hour 19:36 for Demon Frog. Let's go ahead and see if we can get either of these runners into chat and see if they want to talk to us.
So close. So close.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
3 seconds.
Well, the whole story of the seed was you just following Burt Reynolds to every single check.
Oh, so he played the Southern Continent about as wrong as I did. That's good to know.
To be fair, you both chasing Caleb. And it was a very close. Also on Kirito's side, picking up their floater.
Yeah. So, Demon Frog, how you doing today?
Not my best showing, but doing all right.
I thought it went really well. I mean, yeah, granted, you were, 3 seconds behind Burt Reynolds, which is not bad. Ailmarkin did finish off stream as our official first place finisher. His official SR time was 1 hour. What the heck was this time? 1 hour, 12 minutes, 31 seconds. So about 7 minutes before you guys. But no, that was great. I think that the Excal 5 that you picked up out of Earth Cave was like the real show stealer there, and it helped you get caught up to Burt Reynolds, or at least get to where you were within striking distance of Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, I wanted to show off the one of the new flags we had where you can rename the loot, and I got the jingle, and the jingle turned into the chime in my brain. That's why you saw me bonk off of Sky early. Like, wait, no, I have the jingly thing. Look in the inventory. I have the wrong jingly thing.
I mean, chime is the one thing that you cannot change the loop to, although I can't wait to see the ringtone appear at some point.
Yeah. But I could see that, because we both were like, I don't think he has the chime, as you were slamming your face into the side of Mirage Tower. He's just gonna keep going, huh? No. I thought maybe you were doing some like cheeky overworld like sandworm grind, since you had that like encounter right off the hard reset.
No, that was just me seeing Jingle, thinking Chime, and going, oh yeah, okay, I'll do Sky, I got lots of nuke, I can throw nukes at everything.
Oh. And
Oh.
Elmarkin did find both the X-Cow and the Defense 6, which, you know, that's kind of good, I guess.
Yeah, I think we both didn't realize the defense had rolled that high.
Yeah, again, making that Defense Sword more of a viable in-game weapon as opposed to what it would be in vanilla. And Caleb pulling up Kraken 2, we know that he didn't have, like, insane issues with Kraken 2, except for the fact that Kraken 2, like the back row, is White Mage. So, the story of the seed, or at least for all the runners here, you were behind Burt Reynolds the whole time. You and Burt Reynolds basically did all the same checks at the same time. You guys both forewent Earth Cave and decided to do, you know, Crescent Lake, then the Volcano, then the Ice Cave. Caleb was kind of ahead because he had done an Earth Cave and then was able to catch up to you guys doing Volcano and Ice Cave because he had the White Mage, which the White Mage, well, you know, not great for certain spells, definitely had that big MVP spell and exit, was able to get in and out of places pretty quickly.
Yeah, no exit, no warp. That kind of hurt. Ice Cave turning into 793 gold. That was a big time sucker.
Yeah, but everybody saw it. Everybody was going to hit Ice Cave. There was no way to... If you had not routed in Ice Cave in that particular situation, I would have been like, hey,
it was
a weird move to make.
It was so tempting because at that point we had Adamant, we had Crystal, and I had a Rod to buy an Earth incentive. So it was like, there's 3 checks I can go do or this one, but you're there, you gotta do it.
Yeah, and that had to have been the big womp womp of the entire seed, was the fact that Volcano and Ice both led to both of our dud items. So you hate to see that, especially when you got the crystal from the sages right beforehand that led to the floater.
Yeah, you could have been in the air 25 minutes sooner.
Yeah, but at least you get some levels doing those particular dungeons, so it's not like the worst thing in the world, but yeah, it's definitely a time suck. As Caleb does take down Tia 2, he's going to obviously have a different strategy heading into this Chaos battle. I imagine won't do nearly as much buffing and will just go straight on, full-on attack here on Chaos so that he doesn't have to see those nukes come out, or that one nuke come out. So he'll probably buff the first round because we know that Cure 4 was the first thing that came out of Chaos. So buff the first round and then just go on ahead and go full-on attack mode. Reynolds in chat, our second place runner here, letting us know about the Thief Rainbow, more like Thief Rain Slow. But I will have to say, Caleb was in Topher before you guys. He just got really bad turn order on Caleb.
Yeah, Ice 3 taking down his ninja just before the Cure 4 came out.
Yeah, just before the Cure 4 came out, and then Bane taking everybody else out. So that was pretty bad there. Caleb was like really moving forward, was in Chaos while you guys were both fighting Kraken 2, I think. As we got more nuke charges, Nuke actually doing some damage there. That's pretty nice. So Nuke already had to have come out on his party because his party has no HP, but he needs to get some Cure 4s out there. Hopefully keep that ninja alive. Attack from the ninja, 2 hits, 2 damage. Ice 3 coming out. This time, actually, nope. Gonna wipe everybody else out there. So now he's got a ninja with 98 HP. And he's in a bad spot here. As Ink comes. He uses his last... Yeah.
That is a skill list for Chaos.
Yeah, and that Chaos wipe does go on ahead and let Caleb know that it might be best to throw in the towel. That's the second time in a row, kind of just bad turn order.
Chaos. Sometimes it's just Chaos being Chaos.
All right, so Burt Reynolds opting not to join us for the old interview. We still got Demon Frog here as Kirito going through what appears to be Ice Cave.
Yep, it is Ice Cave.
Yeah, so Demon Frog, you're the only person that didn't bring a thief along. How'd that katana feel out of the little finish?
Yeah, there's the other thing. I get everything out of the way was no good. You know, you walk to Lafine, I got the katana. Woo, I got, Ice Cave was a complete dud. Just everything out of the way. You could have routed this sub-hour easily if you knew, if you just hit it perfect.
Burt Reynolds speaking my language there. That's all I'm going to say. I know the feeling.
Agreed on that one. I'm just glad. Well, I can't say glad that my significant other was having to work
Mm.
inventory tonight, but
Yeah, so Burt Reynolds, you obviously, or Burt Reynolds, sorry, Demon Frog, you obviously brought the 2 red mages and the black mage. I bet that level 1 nuke felt pretty dang good to see.
Yeah, with the scaling being pretty tame, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty certain I'm gonna, at least 3-man, maybe even 2-man this. And that's a level 1 nuke. Like, you can't, you can't.
Yeah. No, I hear you there. So, we got a few new features there on the old live site now. How do you feel about the difference in HP, being able to separate HP scaling from stat scaling?
That's really nice because you can make something really beefy and chunky, but you're not gonna, have max evade everything across the board. That's one of the, I think, the nicer things because it really lets you dial in the difficulty without making it so over the top difficult that it's just, you're just rolling dice and praying that, you actually pray you want to see nuke, you want to see nuclear because, you have a 15 hit Kraken 2 or something. So that's one of the, it's not quality of life, but I think, it lets you really make some fun flags, hard flags, without making them just so difficult that it's no fun.
Yeah, it's not going to be like a big RNG fest. Like if you did like a clamp 200% bosses and like basically Kraken and Kraken 2 and Tia 2 and Chaos all have like max evade, and you're just basically throwing locks out and praying for crits at that point, or you're hoping for like a 2 and 3 or 3 and 256 or whatever. But blink and you miss it. We got Caleb in chat. Caleb, what's going on?
GG's,
Greg?
Caleb.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, I probably don't have to tell you this already, but you were in Topher before Burt and Demon Frog.
Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, I was thinking like the only time I really lost it felt like was the early game with my routing, like putting off Marsh until I had opened all the boxes outside of Marsh. But that also gave me the money to get all the stuff that I need that I didn't have to go back to Elflin until I'd promoted.
Yeah.
So it felt good. I've noticed that like when I do things that are counterintuitive to me, like I never go to ice first, and like getting through Lich at level 7 was felt really good. Getting through Carry at like level 13 felt great.
Yeah.
I felt I was like cruising, and then I don't think my thief had a weapon equipped until like the 40-minute mark. He was just a run machine, but yeah, Topher had different plans for me tonight.
Yeah, so I did want to mention this or ask you this question. So, Magius and I were watching you as you went to Sky, and you saw those Gurmadusas there, and I remarked how you were kind of like, I think, mid-low 20s, like 23 or so.
I was like 22 when I walked in.
Yeah, so, and I knew you were running the Thief lead. What made you decide not to try to get some levels on those guys before moving on?
I was going to take fights the whole way up to tower. I was going to, all of my nukes were expendable. I was planning, if I hit a lot of encounters, I was going to take every one and just nuke it, and then to get that experience as I climbed, and then if I got to Tiamat without any nuke charges, it was just going to be fast katana time. But yeah, I mean, I still think I got like 5 levels climbing the tower. I just didn't get that 4th spell charge. I think I was like 1.5 levels away. But I thought about it, but I was just like, Yeah,
I think once you hit Chaos, you were level 27. So I think you got like a couple on the way up, because I think you were about level 25 when you went into Topher, and then I noticed you were taking battles along the way as well.
Yeah. I was hoping. I was trying my hope and pray strategies. I was hoping that Chaos wouldn't have anything that would require multiple ribbons. I was hoping he would be punch happy with like damage spells, because I was like, I could soak through those as long as it wasn't like a double nuke. But nuke into nuclear I couldn't do anything about.
I don't think anybody could have. I don't think anybody saw the nuclear. It was just like nuke and then more spells.
Yeah.
I believe, God, was the classic that pointed out, I think
I can barely hear you, bro.
what, new Cure 4, can you hear me now?
Kinda.
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Yeah, you're
Better?
breaking up real bad. Yeah, so the Cure 4 was a blessing. The second turn ink, like the first dive felt good, and then just bad turn order, and I Cure 4 to corpse. Kind of put it into it.
Yeah, not only did you cure for the corpse the first time, which like was just heartbreaking because you had like it was literally like 33 HP and the ice 3 landed for 35 or something stupid.
Yeah.
And then the second time through, the white mage went down before the cure 3 could come out.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Classic Gamer pointing out in chat. Cast spell list. Cure 4, nuke. Slow 2, nuke.
Oh, yeah, I didn't have that much gas in the tank either. So if I saw either that nuke or the nuclear, I would have been sent back.
Yeah.
Did everybody else have a lot of fun on the draft tile and waterfall?
I didn't have hit like any adversity this whole seed. I felt like I was just cruising on ice skates.
It was ghosts that had trance and stone touch.
No, I got a first turn run on them, I guess. And then when I saw them in Sea Cave, I just was able to nuke through them just for the XP. So I didn't see anything. I think Earths were the nastiest thing I saw, and it's just because like they had mute or something.
I had to wipe an Earth off of the Thunder Agamas, and then by the time I saw them in Topher, I had 2 ribbons. But yeah,
Didn't see that.
yeah, I was like, oh, our giant 3 Agamas. I'm like, I can get some good levels here. Thunder. Never mind.
Yeah, didn't see that.
The best thing was the one ribbon we found right next to the power bonk. That was an interesting room.
Where was that at?
Sky, the whatever Sky was it 4?
Sky 3 top.
Yeah, 3 top. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about doing the CC Gambit, checking Sky 4, but oops.
I wanted a few more levels, and I wanted a second ribbon. With the nuke charges to spare, it was why not? Let's just check. There's 6, 10, 14 chests on that level, so burn some nukes, hope for something good, and got something good.
Also, we did see the bottom floor of Earth as Bert did check them, and we did find a purple there. I believe it rolled minus. Purple.
Yeah, it did roll minus, I think, on the bottom of the Earth.
Yes, it was bottom of Earth.
Yeah, Earth had the goods.
Sorry, not
right?
Earth. Sky. Mirage Tower, first floor.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't check any boxes really. With these flags, I mean, the incentive masa, like, it would be nice to get gear, but between bracelets and fighter gear in the shops for the ninja, I didn't feel the need to check any boxes. And I got the 1 free ribbon out of Ordeals, but I didn't see any other ones, and I was hoping that a ribbon and wall would carry me, but I just kind of forgot to cast wall the first dive and was just spamming Invis because I was prepared for a punchy chaos, not a double nuclear chaos.
I don't think the wall would have helped you much in the nuclear.
Wait,
aspect.
it couldn't have been Cure 4 nuke, slow 2 nuke, because it was Bane was like one of the
Bane
first.
was after.
Yeah.
Ice 3.
Yes, then yes. I'll go with that one.
It must have been Cure 4 nuke, Ice 3 Bane.
Yes, that was the order on that one. That must have been the order then.
Yeah.
Yeah, with this scaling, like we had fast temper on the first page and a wear sword 6. Like there was a point where I'm like, this might have to happen with a wear sword plus 6. I got the fast, I got the tempers.
I did not see that. I did not see the wear sword 6.
Yeah, I mean, Demon Frog picked up the Scimitar 6 out of Provoca.
Nice.
Which I was saying, man, that's like a great weapon. Like, That's a lot of crit. A lot of damage.
Especially when the entire party can equip it if needed.
Yeah. I mean, so, Caleb,
Sir.
what's your thoughts on these whole Blurson stuff? How do you feel about Blurst gear? I know it's kind of the new thing. It's like it has taken Final Fantasy Randomizer by storm.
I love it so much. It's if you had asked me 6 months ago what my favorite new flag was, it was this. Now it's Blurst classes. Give me them Blurst classes with the shuffled ass toes, and I've been actually a big fan of the Dragon Warrior mode. Just like it feels really good to not be punished for going into places you don't have any right being, and just like wiping but keeping everything you found. It's a lot of fun to just kind of make those gutsy calls with that mode on. But I love Blurst weapons. When I typically do like my pickup races in the afternoon, if we're playing with the Blurst stuff on, it's -9 to +9, and there's no greater feeling than finding like Ice Sword +8 and being like, oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
Massive -9.
Yeah.
Especially with the change in the crit rate that got pushed to live not too long ago, or this past Sunday or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it really makes anything that rolls positive into a in-game weapon, as opposed to the olden days of just Warple and Masamune.
Yeah. It was a shame that the katana rolled just vanilla, but I'll take that 9 times out of 10 over the chance it rolls negative. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I, it's just bad odds. I mean, -3 to 6, most things are going to roll positive, and unfortunately, it just rolled neutral.
Yeah, I mean, it's better neutral than negative, so.
Oh, absolutely. And one last question: what do you think about the different scaling now that we have that option, where you can clamp a boss's HP, but not so much clamp their stats?
I love it. I love it. I like it. I like to go the other way, to make their HP just like super variable, but like kind of boost their stats, and the same with the enemies. So like you have like 150 to 250% enemies, but they only have like 20 to 150% health. So they're like super dangerous, and they'll punch the crap out of you. But an ice 2 might take them out. So. But yeah, I love it. I love all of the, like, we used to say it before, like last spring tournament, like no 2 seeds are ever really going to be the same. But now with the level of
really no.
meticulous like nature, like you can fine tune everything and curate an experience that is unlike anything in any other randomizer that I've played.
Don't forget the fact that we now have the ability to set whatever the cap. Whatever the clamped value on the negative end is, too.
Yeah. I also really like, it's in the experimental section, but gating characters. So, like, you have to go kill Lich to find your next party member, or you got to turn in that crystal to get your next party member. So it's just like a little wrinkle on the tavern system, where you're just kind of going around and recruiting people at different key item locations. It's really neat too. Yeah, they've done a wonderful job, and the devs like Wildham, like that dude came out of nowhere and just like pulled the FFR community into a whole different direction than we thought we were going. Yeah, and I love him for it.
Yeah, I mean, all our devs are amazing. They're all incredible, but man, Wildham has literally in the last 6 months changed the way that Final Fantasy Randomizer is played.
Yeah, we got the Fall League coming up starting this weekend, and in the Center for Competitive Forfeiting team chat, we were talking, and Groggy Dog, one of our members, was just like commenting on like, can we just talk about how much the game has changed? And it's like little things that like just blow open the game like by quantity. Like it changes so much, and it's like such a huge quality of life improvement. But like even that's not even talked about, because there's 48,000 new flags to play with and test and break your seed with. It's so good.
Very, very true. I'm having really divided extended open progression and the dock from each other. That's
yeah.
little change. That is completely changed. Just how the early game can root.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Caleb and I actually ran a seed earlier today, and the whole time I'm full clearing seed looking for God knows what. I was like, I don't miss this.
Loose canoe.
Yeah, I don't miss Loose Canoe being, in either sea or sky because I have Chime Cube and Oxiel, and those docks exist.
But what
I'm
if I
gonna go
told
ahead-
you the loose canoe in that seed was in second floor Earth?
Anyway.
Rodless Earth.
That'd be like the bracket flags that are coming up in Speed Gaming Live. But let's go ahead and move over to Corito here for just a second as he's trying to light up his second orb here at the 1 hour 43 minute mark. Gonna go on ahead and Fog 2, get his absorb up. I don't see that often, but it works out if you've got somebody that hits hard but may not hit a lot.
Yeah,
Hold does land there.
Yeah, that's the strategy I took on Carry, was throwing out fogs because I didn't have Invis 2s.
Yeah, trying to think about what he wants to do. He's going to attack. Ice 3 we know is not going to really do much because Carry, while being the Fiend of Fire, does actually resist Ice 3. 4 hits, 401. So Ice 3 more like chip damage. Gonna switch back to nukes because obviously that's gonna do a little bit more damage. Flame Sword, 4 hits, 232. Big ol' hit from Carry. Paralyzed, or poisoning him, I mean, but yeah. Nuke comes out. It's over.
Get down their second orb at 1 hour 44 minutes, and let's call it 1 second.
Nice. GG
Yeah.
Corito. Get it done.
Yeah, so a couple of things we can talk about if anybody's still hanging out here in chat is Corito is going to probably do all those fetch quests that you guys did that were so awesome. Turning in the adamant, getting the crown, getting a sword.
Yeah, that kind of threw me because I was like, I was mashing A through the text box. I was like, wait, what did he give me? I was like, did he give me the katana? I was like, where'd that ice sword come from? Like, oh, son of
We
a...
said the same thing. Magius and I were both like, what did Astos give? I didn't see it.
Me too. I looked at my
Yeah.
like, I'm not sure what the hell did.
I mean,
No.
Ice plus 1 sword was pretty okay. My red mage never swung it, I don't think, but it was there.
So Demon Frog, you're part of the Fall League too, right? What's your team?
Trash Island Fire Department.
That's right. You're out there with Wappy, our Chaos Rush champion, Tarnin, and Lord Fizzlebeef, correct?
Yep, that's us.
Nice. And Caleb, of course, talking about his team, the Center for Competitive Forfeiting. What do you guys call it again?
The Center for Competitive Forfeiting. Are you stuck in an abusive seed? We'll help you out of it.
And it's you, Rubes, Groggy Dog, and Wildham, correct?
No, Chad.
Wild
Chat,
Ham's
that's right.
on my team. Wild Ham's on my team.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's
It's cool. It's
me
cool.
and Groggy and a couple of ducks. We're gonna come in there and hopefully just have some fun and, try to play spoiler to you guys, Greg, your super team.
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm the weak link on my own team that I put together. I really want, I was trying to put some ducks together, but nobody bits, and Ailmarkin messaged me first, so I was like, well, and then he was like, and I was like, who should we recruit? And Ailmarkin was like, call Thunder, and I was like, but that's like a super team. I don't think we should get Thunder, and Thunder said yes, and well, there we go. It's me, Dangwu, Ailmarkin, and Thunder, and it's like I said, I feel like the weak link on that team. But-
I'm the weak link on my team, and I know that one. Yeah, like Wild Ham, me, and God, I forget the other two. Sirnus, I think is one. God, I forget who the last one is, but yeah, I feel like the weak link on my team.
Well, as Fizzle would say, just get good.
It's better to be lucky than good, so just get lucky.
Yeah, just check Earth Cave in the first week and you're fine.
Dude, every time.
Every
you
time.
You have canoe and no canal, go to marsh. It's not incentivized, I don't care, go to marsh. You're gonna find something worthwhile there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't follow any of the quests either. Don't take the Oxio bait. Find the chime in as the vendor item in Onrack and then go full clear sky too. Don't do any of that stuff. Just check a rodless earth and you're good to go.
Do what no one else is gonna do.
Oh, you mean like grab the crystal from Crescent Lake? Don't do incentive volcano. Don't do incentive ice, and turn around and get the damn floater.
Yeah.
I
I mean, everybody on stream did that. I'm assuming the Elmarkin did not do that since he ended up finishing about 7 minutes before everybody.
Yeah, seeing Ale finish like right, I think it was right as I was either coming to Topher or I was like, has he finished what, like 111?
Yeah,
Something
it was
yes.
like 113.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, I must have been like diving towards Lich at that point, but yeah, Ale's super good at this game.
yeah, Ale's really, he's awesome, man. Like I said, I think turn order just got the best of you on Chaos, and it's just like,
Yeah, it
like you
happens.
said, if you literally had like 2 more levels, I don't think you would have had an issue. Like,
Yeah, I
you could've got-
hate
gotten this-
grinding, man.
well, in the katana, man, it was so weird watching the katana not land any crits. I was just like,
Yeah,
9 hits, 201. I was like, what is this damage this katana is? Like, this is insane.
yeah, and then like it just exploded for like 900 damage. I was like, okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, your Tia 1 battle was hilarious because you were like 9 hits 100, 9 hits 200, 9 hits 1085.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I see you, Katana. I don't like you, but I see you.
So,
You take that damage all day long.
yep. All right. So I'm going to go on ahead and talk about some stuff coming up as Kirito. We know he's going to turn in his crown to get an ice sword. Probably be like, I don't want this ice sword. What is this? But September 27th, right around the corner here, Sunday, is going to be our Fall League opener. It's going to be SG to be announced at 8:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. That's going to be our Fall League opener. We're starting off with classic flags, so basically flags that were kind of popular. I love how they're classic flags, even though it's kind of the meta between like 2018 and earlier this year.
Yeah.
And that meta has completely gone away.
I mean, yeah, meta's changed so much in like 6 months.
Hey,
Yeah, I
Greg,
think spring
Hard to
tournament
follow everything.
I got a
Yeah.
question for you, Greg.
was that.
What day of the week are you racing?
I'll be racing Saturday at 1 p.m. because I'm going to be out of town for the first week. So,
Are you going to be the Saturday racer for your team?
No, that's just the one day I'm racing.
Oh, okay.
It's the one time I'm racing Saturday during Fall League. It's just because I'll be getting back into town that particular Saturday. My race days are either going to be Tuesday or Thursday, depending on if I get out of work early enough on Tuesdays.
Gotcha. Yeah, with the way the time's lined up, I'm only available to race on one of the days, so I'll see you on Saturday.
God, don't cross me whichever day I race in.
Yeah, so we got the Fall League opener. It's going to be 4 weeks of just varying flags. It's our, the league portion of it, right? So
Yeah.
we start off with Classic. We move on to our version of, free enterprise, basically free airship, no encounters.
Mm-hmm.
No grinds.
Move on to a shard hunt flag in week 3, and then of course Caleb's favorite, the Chaos Rush week.
Nope.
I thought that was week 4.
It is. It's not my favorite.
No.
I'll not let you slander me. I mean, they're fine. It's like I have fun with Chaos Rush when I play them casually. Trying to race them and race 3 seeds in a row, like it's just like too much for me, and it's like I start tilting because the minute you make one mistake, you're like, well, this is gonna snowball and just destroy my entire run, and then I start swimming in my head and I can't swim, so then there's that, and I just start drowning.
Dang it.
And it's awesome.
Well, I was hoping to get some final thoughts from Demon Frog before he took off about this particular race, about everything, but he has bounced out. Demon Frog, awesome race, of course, coming in 3rd place just behind Burt Reynolds by about 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's
GG's
crazy.
to him. Really awesome. Really awesome run by him. It's just nice to, like, with these particular flags, it's nice to see different party comps too. I mean, you ran the Thief Rainbow, Burt Reynolds ran Fighter Thief Red Black, Demon Frog ran Fighter Double Red Black, and Kirito, of course, running the Fighter Double Red.
Speaking of Kirito, he found the black shirt.
Nice.
Hey,
That's going to be
nice.
totally not good for his party.
I mean, it was in the Cardi Islands, the one room that's basically just the cave with just the one test room.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cardia Swamp.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, after the Chaos Rush, then we kind of tally up all your scores from I guess your regular season or whatever. Then we kind of hit
Yeah.
up playoffs. Playoffs are entrance floor shuffle for our top
Yeah.
4 teams there, which should be entertaining. And then our top 2 teams do a crazy 4v4 co-op mystery flag set. And the flags aren't really a mystery, but the tri-states are, as pretty much
Yeah.
every option is tri-state. And you and your 4 people are gonna have to do some stuff.
Yeah, there's so many good teams in the league. It would be cool to make top 4. I have no expectation to. I mean, would we be the center for competitive forfeiting if we tried to? But the flags for the Fall League are a lot of fun. I've been enjoying practicing them and working on some stuff, working out some theories with the folks on the team. It's been a lot of fun, but there's so many good teams in the league that it's hard to imagine going very far beyond the first 4 weeks.
Don't make it that far, it's still gonna be fun.
No. And unfortunately, he turns in his bottle and gets 700 and something gold for his trouble. And he's looking at himself like, all right, so I got a nice 3 sword. I got 700 gold. He's about to pick up a katana that he does not need for his party. This is going to be Womp Womp City here for poor Corito. So yeah, and then after the Fall League starts there on Sunday is going to be our 5th qualifier for Speed Gaming Live, which these flags that we're currently running right now are going to be the round robin flags. So basically we have qualifiers. Qualifiers, you can play them if you want to. You don't have to. It's just for seeding. Qualifier flags are basically just as standard of a FFR run as you can possibly do. Whereas, of course, these are the first round of the pods the round robin part of the SG Live flags. So, we go into round robin, group everybody into pods of 4, and they'll be racing these flags against each other, 1v1. And then basically whoever's undefeated from the pod will move on into the bracket stage of Speed Gaming Live. And Speed Gaming Live is going to be between November 7th and November 15th of this year. So we are doing a lot of racing in that 1 week time period. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, I do not envy the amount of work that's going to go on behind the scenes. That's going to be crazy.
I do not envy him either. I'll applaud him for the work, but I do not envy him.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there for the folks that like an FFR, and there's not going to be a drought for content, that's for sure. And we just got the Discord reorganized. It's all like fresh and clean.
Yeah, so Discord, please join the Discord if you haven't already. If you're not part of the Final Fantasy Randomizer Discord, of course, join us. I'm Gregory Puff. I'm hanging out here with Magius. My co-com's partner, Danny, 3883, doing the tracking for us. And then, of course, Caleb's hanging out with us since he is our... what do you consider yourself at this point? The 4th place finisher? The forfeiter of...
Oh, no, I'm done.
Hanging out, just...
Friend of the race
chatting.
crew. Let's go.
You're
Friend of the race crew.
Hanging out here in the booth, and we're just having a good time breaking down every...
Yep. So yeah, we're kind of at the point now where I think Speed Gaming kind of needs their channel back. They allotted us about 2 hours to finish this race up. So if you want to go on ahead and check out Corito, he would be very happy. Go over to his, I think it's Corito 86. I want to say is his actual.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, Corito 86 there. Go over to his Twitch handle, hang out with him. Give him the old, you can do this as he finishes up here on the old Ordeals pillar maze and is going to get his tail at some point. Any final thoughts, Caleb, from you about this flag set, about SG Live, about just Final Fantasy Randomizer in general?
I mean, this seed speaks for itself. It's just one of those things where it just, sometimes the RNG's with you, sometimes it's not, and tonight it was not with me, and it happens. I just want to thank you, Greg, and Mages for like stepping up in like the 11th hour and doing commentary, so we could have a broadcast, so the folks out there watching us on Twitch, watching us later on YouTube, have something to watch, and they can learn about all the wonderful stuff we got going on. Danny, as always, does an awesome job with the tracking, even when she can't see what Astos gives me. But yeah, I'm excited for Fall League. I'm hoping to be able to participate in the full Speed Gaming Live thing, but it's kind of an awkward time for me. But I'm looking forward to all the stuff coming up like next year. Like I know we're probably gonna have a Duck Derby again, and it's always cool to see the new players. And Greg, since you've taken over the Duck program, like there's a marked difference in how quickly these new players go from learning the game to like posting sub 2 to posting sub 145, getting their first like sub 130, and just like some of these ducks are friggin' scary. And I don't know if we should be like praising you or like condemning you, but like
You're better than I am.
yeah, right. Like who's this Davis guy? Like just coming out of nowhere and just like crushing folks. And same with like Burt Reynolds. Yeah, like it's hard to even imagine that like Burt is only like been around racing with us for like 6 months, 7 months, and here he is like crushing folks. It's a really cool place to be. FinalFantasyRandomizer.com has got the link if you're watching on YouTube, all that stuff. But yeah, this is fun.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for that. Magius, anything else from you?
I guess the traditional until we need to like the orbs again and yada yada yada. Check out Speed Gaming Live when it comes in, and be back, for this weekend for the kickoff of the fall, of the fall league.
Awesome, Magius. It was a pleasure doing comms with you as always. It was awesome watching Caleb, Burt Reynolds, Demon Frog, and Corito do their things. GG's to Elmark and Offstream for a first place finish. And of course, Danny 3883 for doing the tracking for us. And Speed Gaming for having us here on their Prime Network. We're going to go on ahead and get out of here. Like I said, give Corito a follow. Give all of these runners a follow. Myself and Danny and Magus a follow as well. And hopefully we will see you guys around. Have a wonderful night. Join the Randomizer Discord, and we will see you guys next time. Good night.